Oh my god, Anthea. Isn't that the one-of-a-kind couture piece from Milan? The Vance family must be incredibly powerful.
Even the old money families on Wall Street treat you with respect now. And Mr. Vance is handsome, successful, and every bit the gentleman women all over Manhattan envy you.
Thanks.
Everybody back off! Don't come any closer!
Sally? What the? Sally, have you lost your mind? Put the knife down, you're gonna kill me? We're sisters.
Shut up! You're the glamorous Mrs. Vance now, and me, I'm just a security guard's wife. Why do you get a better life than I do?
Sally, you made your choice. You chose the bouquet. You chose your husband.
Exactly, and that's why I hate you. You picked the white roses. You married into the Vance family. You became the woman everyone envies. I hate you for it.
Sally, you've got it all wrong. The Vance family isn't what you think.
My eyes work just fine. One dress you're wearing costs more than I'll make in my entire life. I hate it. I hate that you got everything. It's not fair. It's not fair. My life's already ruined, but I'm not letting you live happily ever after.
Maybe dying wouldn't be so bad. Maybe then I'd finally be free. If I could do it all over, I'd take the poorest, simplest life. Anything but that hellhole called the Vance family.
I'm alive? I'm really alive? This is my house? I went back to the day before the wedding?
Anthea, you've always loved sunflowers, haven't you? Here, let's swap bouquets. Once we switch flowers, I take your place and marry into the Vance fortune. Wall Street money, here I come. You can have the broke security guard.
In my last life, our parents let us choose our own husbands. Sally grabbed the sunflowers first. I got stuck with the white roses and a one-way ticket into the Vance family nightmare. So Sally came back too. I was racking my brain trying to escape that hell. If you want it so badly, be my guest. And thanks for payback on the whole murder thing.
Sally, you remembered I love sunflowers.
You think you just snatched the golden ticket? You have no idea the Vance family is a nest of vipers. Every day there was worse than death. A simple, free life. That's the real treasure. This time, that life is mine.
Sally, sweetheart, you look absolutely radiant today. You were born to be a lady of stature. Mother is so proud.
Anthea, lift your head up. Look at you. So shabby. Even a wedding gown can't hide that low-class air about you. Mr. Cliff Vance will be here any minute with his entourage. Don't you embarrass this family and ruin your sister's big moment.
Anthea, you chose the sunflowers. That means you married the security guard. Know your place, don't make a scene. And don't even think about leaning on Sally for handouts later. Live your own life.
It's fine, really. If things get tough, sister, you can always come to me. We're family, after all.
Well, hello there, gorgeous. Looks like you're my bride.
Just look at that! The heir to the Vance empire. All these luxury cars, this grand entrance, are Sally's destined to be a woman of true status.
The Vances rule Wall Street. There's no family bigger. Our Sally is blessed. She's marrying into the highest tier of old money nobility.
I picked Thane back then because he was gorgeous. But good looks don't pay the bills. A broke security guard, nothing more, nothing less. So what if he's handsome? Let Anthea suffer that miserable life. I'm about to become a lady of high society.
This broke security guard shows up on a bicycle to claim his bride? He's shaming our entire family.
He can't even compare to a single toenail of Cliff. Pathetic. Thank God our Sally didn't end up with him. They'd be fighting over bread crust.
It's him. He's my way out of that nightmare. A shot at a simple, free life. He's the one I choose to spend my life.
Anthea, this is your fiancé? Showing up on a beat-up bike is bad enough. But arriving late, too? How embarrassing!
What a joke. Man marrying alongside me is some broke nobody.
If it weren't all that old marriage arrangement between our families, someone from his background would never have a chance with us.
Since you all clearly think I'm too poor for this family, let's just call off the engagement.
It's not that simple! This involved family's reputation. We can't just cancel it like that!
Everyone in our social circle already knows about the engagement. Calling it off would be humiliating for the Ash family. Besides, Auntie's the one marrying the poor's security guard. Right now, protecting the family's reputation is what matters.
This engagement stands. The Ashford family honors its word. We follow through.
Sister, I know marrying a man like this breaks your heart, but the family contract can't be broken. Life's going to be hard for you. Do take care of yourself.
Don't worry about me.
I came here to honor the arrangement. Whether you come with me or stay here, the choice is yours. I won't force you either way. And if you don't want this marriage, I'll bear the consequences alone. Your family won't be dragged into it.
What? Call it off! You can't do that!
I'm here to marry the eldest daughter of the Asher family. You're the second daughter. This doesn't concern you. Anthea, it's your decision now.
Thane, I do. Whether you're rich, poor, I want to marry you. And today, I'm coming home with you.
Anthea, are you sure about this? My family's dirt poor. I'm a security guard. My monthly paycheck probably doesn't cover a single seam on that wedding dress.
I've made up my mind. I'm not changing it. So what if you're a security guard? You earn an honest living. You're grounded. You work hard. That's what I see. And I can work too. We'll build our life together, side by side.
You're the eldest daughter of the Ashford family. You'd really throw that all away for a bottom filler like me? You're not worried every media outlet in Manhattan will brand you a fool tomorrow? That you threw your future in the trash?
Money, status, what people think, none of it matters to me. I just want a simple, quiet life. That's all.
Oh, spare us the act. You got stuck with the leftover because took the white roses and landed the prize. You had no choice. Stop pretending you're above money. It's pathetic, Anthea.
Anthea, I'm Sally's fiancé. That makes us practically family. It's a shame, really, you walking away from the high life to rot in some slum. If you ever change your mind, I could help. Our family has deep pockets. All you have to do is ask.
Mr. Cliff, the arrangement is already set. Good days or bad, my mind won't change.
Fine. Stick to your guns. I'll be here waiting on the day you crawl back begging.
Hold on tight. Don't fall.
What's wrong with me? I replaced her. I'm marrying into the Vance family. But watching them ride off, something doesn't sit right. Did I really make the right choice?
Finally rid of that embarrassment. Thane's family is dirt poor and still had the nerve to pursue this match. At least Antrisha went along quietly. Our name stays intact.
Yeah. What am I even worried about? Auntie is the one stuck scraping by now. I'm the future lady of the Vance household, the woman all of Manhattan will envy. The Vance fortune is about to explode. I made the right call. I know I did.
Thane, that peasant, had no business showing his face here. Stealing my thunder. Bastard. Sweetheart, stick with me and you'll have a status all of Manhattan covets. Have you heard? Our family is about to partner with the Sterling Group. Wait. Sterling? The Sterling Group? The old money titan?
The one and only. True elite. Centuries of legacy. They've relocated to New York, and they're scouting local families for partnerships. Hundreds of families are fighting for a seat at the table. We're in talks with them too. And out of all the old money families in New York, we're the one they're interested in. We've already received confirmation. They're signing with us next week. Once that deal closes, the Vance family won't just be another old money name. We'll become the absolute dominant force on Wall Street.
Cliff, my wonderful son-in-law. This marriage is the greatest honor our family could ask for.
You're telling me we'll rise to true nobility on the Vance's coattails? Oh my God, Cliff! I knew it! I knew I picked the right man! Thanks.
I've got you. Come on, we're home.
Thane? You live here?
Anthea. That one. What's so funny? It's too shabby for you?
No, Thane, I'm laughing at myself. Before we got here, I knew you were just an ordinary guy, a security guard. And then I saw that mansion and actually thought, God, I'm ridiculous.
Yeah. The estate belongs to the owners. I just work security for them. They gave me this little place. If that's a problem for you, you can still walk, I won't stop you.
Thane, you think I'm some pampered princess? I got so tired of the fake smiles and petty competition back in that family. This place is humble, but at least it's real. We'll take it one step at a time, together.
This woman, she's supposed to be a rich man's daughter, about to live in this dump and not a single complaint. Either she's genuine, or she's playing a very good game. What's her angle?
You coming?
Well, we're living under the same roof now. If she's got an ulterior motive, I'll sniff it out soon enough. Not bad. My assistant pulled an all-night on this setup. The whole working-class struggle aesthetic. Uncredibly authentic. I'm giving that man a raise.
Look, Thane, we could put some succulents on the windowsill. That corner would be perfect for a vintage record player. Once we save up a little, we'll hunt down a Dreddo armchair. Just a quiet, ordinary life together. God, it's perfect.
Honestly, I thought you'd be complaining by now. This place is bare bones. You don't even have a closet.
Truth is, I'm just like you. I'm nobody special. I grew up on a farm. A regular farm in Texas. Foster care. We were poor, but I was free. Those were the best years of my life. After my grandmother passed, they dragged me back to Manhattan. Everyone in that house doted on Sally. I was invisible, just the extra kid they picked up from Texas. But that doesn't matter now. I've got a fresh start, Thane. Let's build our new life together.
So you must be Anthea. Let me get a good look at my daughter-in-law.
Mom, your jewelry. We're supposed to be struggling working right now. You're decked out in custom diamonds. You're out to blow the whole thing wide open.
This was the plainest set I could find. I picked the smallest diamonds in the vault. How is this not ordinary people?
Mom, that's not ordinary. Anybody sees that and they'll know we've got money. The whole point of this charade is to keep her from finding out we're the Sterling family.
Thane, is this everything okay?
It's nothing. I was just telling my mom she's being too vain. She wore fake jewelry. Didn't want you thinking we're totally destitute.
Fake jewelry?
Yeah, all of it's fake. Just cheap knockouts from a flea market. Cost practically nothing.
Yes, that's right.
Well, real or not, ma'am, you have excellent taste. That set takes 10 years off you, easy.
Anthea, I adore you already. So much sweeter than my son. His compliments are terrible. Now, since you and Thane are together, shouldn't you update what you call me?
Mom,
I like her. Now do your part. Give me a grand trial. This baby is the future heir to the Sterling Empire.
Tomorrow night is the Sterling Group chairman's debut gala. Anthea, I'll bring you along, give you a taste of the high life. Wouldn't want anyone saying your nouveau rato sister never helped you out. LLL. Though, given your circumstances, security will probably toss you out before you reach the door.
The Sterling Group chairman? Me? News to me.
Anthea, Sally isn't inviting you out of kindness. She's setting you up. She wants to humiliate you.
Hiding won't stop her. If it's not this, she'll find another way. If she wants me there, I'll go. I'll deal with it head on so she stops coming to us.
Then I'm coming with you.
No. This is about Leah humiliating us. I'm not dragging you into that. I can handle it myself.
These two rings are a matched set, always together, never apart. When you look at it, know that I'm right there with you.
Sterling's really on a tear. They're snatching up every landmark property in New York.
The Sterling chairman's such a ghost. Face to face with him? Good luck.
Well, well, well. Look who crawled in. My sister, the one who married a cop. Anthea, look at yourself. Did you fish that out of a thrift store dumpster? You don't belong here. People are going to think a homeless woman wandered in off the street.
Anthea, you are a beautiful woman. Shame you're wasting away in some slum, living like a peasant. Anthea, change your mind and come to me. Anything's better than rotting in that shack, don't you think?
Cliff, watch your mouth. Show some respect and keep your filthy thoughts to yourself. Anthea, know your place. Look at us, look at where we stand. You married a security guard at an event of this caliber. You should be in a uniform serving drinks in the corner.
If I remember correctly, Sally, you're the one who kept insisting I come, so here I am. If I'm not welcome, then I'll leave. Honestly, this whole scene leaves a bad taste in my mouth anyway.
Sister, don't rush off. Since you're here, let me introduce you to some of the biggest players in the room.
Mrs. Sally here to work the room, looking to lock in new partnerships for the Vance Empire.
And this stunning lady is yours?
My sister, Anthea.
Beautiful indeed. Both of you from the same fine stock. Mrs. Sally married into the illustrious Vance family. And who might I ask is the lucky man that snagged you, Miss Anthea?
Yes, sister, do tell. Everyone here is Wall Street royalty. They're dying to know. What's your husband's name? What major corporation does he run these days?
His name is Thane.
Thane? And where exactly do you two live?
We live at the estate at the end of the private lake road, north of Greenwich.
I'm sorry, did you say the end of the private lake road in Greenwich? Dear God, everyone on Wall Street knows that territory. That nameless estate is the Sterling family's absolute sanctums. No one gets in.
And Thane, the reclusive chairman of the Sterling Group? His name is also Thane!
No, that's impossible. That broke security guard who picked her up on a rusty bicycle is the chairman of the Sterling Group? The man we've been breaking our backs to get a meeting with?
This is absurd. A joke. On her wedding day that Thane showed up on a bicycle. A rusty bicycle. How could that be the head of a top-tier financial enterprise?
Anthea, you tell them. Your husband, the security guard, is he really the chairman of the Sterling Group?
You're both reading way too much into this. I don't know anything about any Sterling chairman. My husband Thane works security at the estate. We live in the staff quarters, the room they give the guards.
Same name, that's all. I told you, the man Anthea married could not possibly be the Thane of the Sterling family.
What is this nonsense? The organizers let some security guard's wife crash a high-end gala like this?
We're all scrambling to close deals with Sterling. If there's a Sterling takes offense, we all pay the price. Who's covering those losses? Don't let her walk. She schemed her way in here, probably looking to leech off us, pan-banding to prop up her broke security guard husband. No one cares if you want to rot in the slums with your rent-a-cop, but you show up here, stir up trouble? Are you trying to tank millions in our Sterling investments? Get out of my way! I never schemed against anyone.
You walked in here, Anthea. You were asking to be humiliated. This little gift from me, how are you enjoying it?
Stop right there.
What's going on here? Someone tell me what happened.
Mr. Ogden, this woman doesn't have an invitation. She crashed a private event. We were handling it.
That's not true.
Anthea, don't you dare deny it!
Sally, you got what you wanted. You married into the Vance family. You're the Wall Street princess everyone envies. Why can't you just leave me alone?
Why? Because I can't stand the sight of you. Ever since we were kids, any room we walk into together, all eyes go straight to you. Now you're shacked up with some broke security guard and you still walk around with that holier-than attitude. It makes me sick! I'm gonna grind you into the dirt. I won't stop until you're on your knees, begging.
Money and status aren't everything, Sally. This high society life you're obsessed with is not the fairy tale you think. Why won't you ever believe me?
Shut your mouth! I'm the lady of the Vance household. Tonight, once I connect with the Sterling chairman, we become the most powerful family in New York and be nothing, rotting at the bottom forever.
Mr. Ogden, this is my sister. She just admitted she snuck in without an invitation. Please, have her removed.
Escort her out. Don't disturb the other guests.
I can see myself out.
Wait, your hand. That ring.
That wedding band, it's identical to the one Chairman Thane wears. Could Mrs. She be?
I am so sorry. This is unforgivable. We should never have let this happen. Please, forgive us.
Ogden, have you lost your mind?
Mr. Thade is the supreme chairman of the Sterling Group. And this woman is his wife.
No, this isn't possible. Absolutely not. That broke security guard is the chairman of the Sterling Group. Mr. Ogden, look at her. Not a single decent piece of clothing on her. Cheap from head to toe. How could she possibly own anything from the Sterling family? That ring's probably a knockoff too.
Could I have been wrong?
Ladies and gentlemen, remain calm. This is just an unfortunate incident. If you'll trust me, allow me to handle it. Please, carry on and enjoy the evening.
No, I've spent decades in the luxury sector. That cut, that refraction, impossible to fake on the open market. I need a full background check. Now, the woman in the hall, Anthea, dig up everything. Every last detail, leave nothing out.
Anthea, you show up here looking like a beggar. Are you deliberately trying to humiliate this family? You crawled in here hoping to sponge off our family name, didn't you? So listen closely. We'd throw our money in the river before we give a single dollar to you. From now on, stay the hell out of our sight. And don't you dare show your face around here again.
Anthea, you stink of that Texas farm. It's baked into you. No amount of scrubbing will wash it off. Stop embarrassing us. Open your eyes. Look at Sally. She married into a dynasty. She brings us connection. She brings us business. And you? What are you good for besides dragging this family down?
You done? So to you people, money means more than flesh and blood. Fine. You've said your piece. From today on, I'm done. I'm cutting all ties. We're finished.
You dare speak to me like that. Without this family, you're less than a stray on the street.
A daughter like you is nothing but a disgrace. Get her out of my sight. I have no daughter anymore.
You're abandoning me. You're throwing me out. Fine. From this moment on, we are nothing to each other.
Talk.
Sir, we have a situation at the gala. A woman is wearing a custom ring identical to yours. She's current by the Ashurbanipal family. It's getting heated.
He used to live for work. Ice cold to everyone. This time, he's really fallen. I just hope they get through all this mess fast so they can settle down together.
Nothing I do is ever good enough for you. Money and status, that's all you see. I've never really been family to any of you.
That's your own fault. You're useless. Don't you put this on us.
Where do you think you're going? Who said you could leave?
Get off!
Oh my god, what is this flea market junk that broke security guard conned you with a piece of scrap metal? Take a good look. This is a Manhattan Society diamond. That sad little ring of yours, people would laugh us out of the room.
Poor Anthea. Seeing you sink this low, it honestly breaks my heart. If you're that desperate for money, I could introduce you to a few wealthy gents on the Upper East Side. Plenty of ways to make quick cash, provided you're willing to take those clothes off.
Give me back my ring.
Anthea, tell you what. I'm hosting a private party at my Hamptons estate this weekend. You show up, keep some important guests, entertain, and with that face, I guarantee you'll pull in more tips in one night than your useless husband makes breaking his back in 10 years.
Cliff, still the same disgusting bastard you were in my last life.
Mrs. Vance, down this glass and the 50 million is yours, Vance Capital.
Cliff, you don't mind us having a little fun with your wife, do you? My beautiful wife. Do whatever you want with her. If you need her again, I'll personally deliver her to your door. Just keep investing. Anything goes.
Cliff, you bastard!
trading women for profit, Cliff. You are vile and disgusting.
You dare cross me. Know your place. You're the wife of a broke security guard. Crushing you two would be pathetically easy.
Sally, give me back my ring.
This pathetic thing. Not a single diamond chip, so cheap, and you're this worked up. What, your rent-a-cop husband fished this out of a flea market bargain bin? Probably the only piece of trash jewelry he can ever give you. Give it back! You want it? Then go fetch. Like a good little stray.
What the hell is going on here?
Was it worth getting hurt over something so small?
You gave this to me. It matters. I couldn't lose it.
Well, look who it is. The doorman. What's the matter? Blow a few months' salary renting that suit on 5th Avenue? Designer labels can't hide the stench of poverty? And what exactly are you? You think you're qualified to talk about me?
You're dead! Ah!
Let
go! You're breaking my hand!
Piece of trash! He's the heir to the Vance family! I'll make sure you never work in this city again! You'll pay for this!
Thane, let go. Don't bring the Vance's revenge down on yourself over me.
Anthea, open your damn eyes. Look at the trash you picked. He's ruined this gala with his brawling. An absolute disgrace.
Everything tonight. Sally and Cliff started it. They've been provoking and harassing us from the start. You people refuse to see reason.
Who the hell are you? A doorman. And you think you can talk back. Cliff's status, even if he bullies you, you should be grateful. Low-class scum like you should crawl back to the buller.
Fine. Since you're so fond of using money and status to crush people, let me show you what that really looks like. Now.
You want to talk about status? This is what real status looks like!
What is this? How can a security guard summon this many professionals?
This level of security detail, it's not normal. Has he been hiding his real identity this whole time?
Don't fall for his cheap tricks. In New York, you can hire a bunch of extras to play tough guys for a few bucks. Thane, renting all these suits to put on a show, did it clean out your entire savings?
I knew it, Anthea. Your man isn't just broke, he's a fraud. You two are an embarrassment to everyone in Manhattan.
A pack of fools who can't see past a price tag.
All off your rented gooms. Now! Do you have any idea what happens when you offend major Wall Street players? One word from Cliff and you'll be blacklisted across the city. You won't even get a job washing dishes.
Thane, the Vance family has too much pull on Wall Street. Let's just go.
I don't bow to anyone. And when I'm in the right, I sure as hell don't back down.
Oh, spare me the devoted lover act. Anthea, you deserve to rot in the slubs with low-life trash like him.
Exactly, Thane. This glass of Romanée Conté in my hand costs more than you'd make in 10 years as a security guard.
Cliff, stop wasting your breath. Use your connections. Get security to throw these eyesods out right now.
Yes. Contact the Sterling Group executives immediately to deal with this.
Relax. The executive deputy director of this Sterling-owned hotel, Lucy, she's my aunt. I've already messaged her. Even the mayor of New York couldn't save this doorman now.
Who the hell has the nerve to mess with my family? I'll make sure they're dealt with severely. Well, this one's handsome. Could be a movie star in Hollywood. Too bad he's just a broke security guard. A useless bottom feeder. This is a Sterling Group gala. What's the meaning of this, bringing in these unidentified thugs? Get them out of here, now!
Aunt Lucy, this rent-a-cop hired these men to deliberately cause chaos.
Where's security? Whoever is behind this won't walk out of here alive tonight.
Thane, just stop. This whole mess is because of me. It's my fight with the Ashburns. You shouldn't be dragged into this. Send the bodyguards away. Don't get into trouble over me.
All right. Whatever you say.
Anthea, I told you he was a fraud. He got scared too. His rental on those goons must have expired. Now his cover's blown. Pathetic.
Aunt Lucy, don't let him off easy. Make an example out of this lowlife who dared offend the Vance family.
Neither of you is walking out those doors tonight.
Your arrogance, it all rests on Bartlett, the Sterling Group's regional president. Isn't that right?
What did you just say?
You're only the director because you're his wife. You hold zero actual power within the Sterling Group. So what gives you the right to throw your weight around?
Shut your mouth! How dare a lowly security guard speak to me like that?
Aunt Lucy, don't waste your breath. This lowlife is just jealous of us wealthy folks.
He needs to be taught a harsh lesson so he never dares act out of line again.
You want me to let you go? Fine. Get on your knees, crawl around this hall like the dog you are, and lick that cake off the floor. Then I'll consider it. You're despicable!
I'd like to see who's bold enough to try.
Mr. Batlett, the financial reports for last month.
Just leave him on the desk.
Sir, I was just in the ballroom. I happened to notice a woman wearing jewelry that looks exactly like Chairman Thane's custom pieces.
Someone from the Sterling family? Is Chairman Thane there too?
Currently only Mrs. Anthea is present, but judging by the situation, Chairman Thane is likely on his way. However,
What? Spit it out!
Mrs. Anthea appears to be in a heated conflict with the Vance family, and your wife, Mrs. Lucy, has already gone to handle it.
Lucy? Damn it! With her reckless temper? If she offends the real power behind Sterling, our entire family is finished! We'll be begging on Wall Street!
If this is how Sterling Group management treats people, then I'd say it's time to pull every cent of our investment out of this place.
Ridiculous. A lowly security guard talking about pulling Sterling Group investments? You have a death wish.
Eamon's right. Everyone listen up. Anthea chose to throw her life away on this bum. She's been disowned. We have nothing to do with her. The Ashford family will not be dragged down by this filth.
In the face of Manhattan's vanity and greed, these people have no shred of family left.
Pull your investment? Who the hell do you think you are, some Wall Street tycoon? Let me make this crystal clear. I run this place.
Thane, just go. Get out of here.
Security! Grab these two bottom feeders. You're not leaving until I've taught you a lesson.
Thane, just go. Get out of here.
I'm not leaving you.
Look out!
Anthea.
Thane, I'm okay. Don't worry.
Freeze. Miss Lucy didn't give the word. You're not going anywhere.
How dare you assault my security on Sterling property? Don't let them leave!
You piece of trash. You're not stepping out that door until you get on your knees and beg for forgiveness. You don't get to stand in my way.
Thane, put me down. This happened because of me. Don't give us that pitiful act. You know this is your fault, so get on your knees, apologize properly, and we'll let you go.
You've been a disgrace to the Ashford family since you were a child. Not only a burden, but now you cause trouble in high society.
We never should have brought you back from that Texas farm. Look at the shame you've brought on us.
What did I ever do to deserve this? Why do you all hate me so much?
Don't cry. Starting today, I will get justice for you. They will pay. Double.
Justice? You? A doorman? Don't make me laugh.
Is that so? Then let me make this very clear. This luxury hotel, wholly owned by the Sterling Group, its owner has always been me, Thane.
Thane, you think just because you share a name with the Sterling chairman, you can pull off an impersonation?
Probably maxed out your credit cards just to keep up this act. You two are the punchline of every Upper East Side lunch.
A poor man guarding some rundown building, desperate to rub shoulders with the wealthy. You're delusional. Pathetically broke.
Enough! Shut up, all of you! What's so high and mighty about earning an honest living? Thade works hard for his money. What gives you parasites, living off family fortunes, the right to look down on him?
Shut your mouth! That useless guard dog isn't even fit to shine my shoes!
You think you're so noble, Cliff? You're a Vance heir, sure, but you've got no brains, no ability. You just throw your family's money around to bully people. Every business you touch bleeds money. Under that facade, you're rotten to the core. You make me sick. Don't think I don't know you trade women for Wall Street deals. You're worse than an animal. You don't come close to Thane.
You ungrateful bitch! How dare you speak to me like that?
Thane, your arm!
Don't cry. Anthea, I'm fine. I promised I'd always protect you. I keep my promises.
I'm so lucky. Getting a second life and finding someone who truly loves me.
Damn you. Lucy! How dare you hang up on me? Do you have any idea you're provoking the true head of the Sterling Empire? Thane Sterling! No time to wait. If I'm late, we're all finished!
Sally, are you insane? You reckless fool! If you'd brought the NYPD here, our family's reputations on Wall Street would be destroyed. Are you trying to tank our entire legacy?
Anthea, take your man and apologize to Cliff and Lucy right now. Do that, and we'll let tonight slide.
Apologize for what?
You started everything. We're not the ones in the wrong. Why should we beg forgiveness like criminals? Let go! Thane!
Let me make one thing crystal clear. The Vance fortune. It's more than a gutter rat like you could ever hope to touch in 100 lifetimes. So get that through your thick soul.
Everybody stop!
Mr. Thane, are you hurt? My deepest apologies for being late.
Darling, finally. This imposter security guard has been causing chaos on your turf. Have your men deal with him, make him disappear from New York for good.
Shut your stupid mouth! This man is the true head of the Sterling Group, Thane Sterling. This hotel, every inch of ground you're standing on is his personal property, and you dared to attack him.
What?
Mr. Bartlett, you're overreacting. I'm merely the head personal bodyguard to the chairman of the Sterling Group.
Yes, right. Mr. Thane he's the chairman's most trusted chief bodyguard, top-level authority. Everything he says and does, it's the chairman's word.
No wonder you weren't scared. So you actually know the chairman.
Of course. Working his estate security has its perks.
A bodyguard. So just a glorified errand boy on an hourly wage. You hit me over some servant.
Shut your mouth! If you dare insult Mr. Thane again, you're fired immediately.
Mr. Bartlett, Mrs. Anthea was invited to a Sterling-affiliated event, and on your watch, she's been harassed, targeted, and openly abused. As the highest-ranking official here, I demand you give me an explanation now.
A guard dog dares to be this arrogant. Mr. Bartlett is Wall Street elite. He has zero obligation to apologize to the likes of you.
Security, now. That's right. Throw these bottom feeders onto the streets of Manhattan.
You're finally getting rid of them! Fantastic!
Are you insane? What are you doing? What are you, Bartlett? I'm the heir to the Vance family!
You offended people you had absolutely no business offending. Take them all away.
Let me go! I'm the executive deputy director here! You have no authority!
Deputy Director? Lucy, that was just a hollow title I gave you to keep you happy. You foolish woman. Tomorrow my lawyer will have divorce papers in your hands.
Let me see that wound. This is all my fault. You got hurt protecting me.
Hey, I'm a security guard. I've had self-defense training. This is nothing. How's your back? The spot where you got hit, does it still hurt? I failed to protect you. You shouldn't have had to go through that.
Thane, tonight was really strange. The way Mr. Bartlett treated you, how you commanded the venue security team. Are you hiding something from me? Something I don't know about?
Thane, are you sure there's nothing you're not telling me? Bartlett is a Sterling Group executive. The way he deferred to you at the gala, that doesn't just happen.
You're reading way too much into it. How could I be some high-status CEO? I've been the Sterling chairman's bodyguard for years, always by his side. Bartlett was only extra polite because he didn't want me bad-mouthing him to the boss.
Really?
Anthea, hypothetically, if I were the head of the Sterling Group, would that make you happier?
No, I have zero interest in rich people.
Why? Everyone dreams of wealth and a good life.
From what I've seen, those Upper East Side types who worship money and power, they lack genuine hearts. Everything is a transaction.
Not everyone. The world isn't all snobs. There are exceptions. Maybe even,
Maybe. But everyone I've met has been exactly like that. So I don't like the wealthy and I don't trust them. Let's just keep living our simple, ordinary life. In my past life, my family used me as a bargaining chip, handing me to Cliff. And he used me as currency, trading me to rich men for business deals. This time I finally have a peaceful, ordinary life. I never want to step back into that hell. Thane, promise me. Stay away from those rich people. They're all wicked, all devils. Once you get tangled up with them, you can't climb out. Let's just live our steady, simple life, okay?
Okay.
I absolutely adore Anthea. She's pure, kind, resilient, and warm. Thane, when are you actually going to tell her the truth about our family? I'm exhausted pretending to be a working-class kitchen helper.
Mom, I tried to tell her last night, but she doesn't like rich people. She's deeply repulsed by them. If I drop the truth on her now, she'll only resent me.
Oh, that poor girl. Her family must have really broken her heart.
So for now, I have to ask you to keep playing the role of a humble housewife. Once I find the right moment, I promise I'll explain everything to her.
I understand, and I'm willing to keep up this act for your happiness. But Thane, hiding who you are is still a form of lying. You need to tell her sooner rather than later and let her decide how she wants to live. It's not fair to Aunt Tricia. If you find the right opportunity, don't delay any further. Don't let a lie destroy the trust between you two.
I know. I'll handle it.
Sally, the more I think about it, the less I buy it. That low-luff doorman just happens to be named Thane? What are the odds? And Barrett, a top Wall Street exec, showing that much respect to a bodyguard?
Darling, you're overthinking it. Bartlett already explained everything. The guy's just a senior bodyguard on Sterling's security detail. Those lapdogs carrying their master's authority love to strun around. It's nothing to worry about.
It better be. That peasant got lucky tonight. Next time I run into him in Manhattan, I'll make him pay. I'll drive him out of New York for good.
Absolutely. Anthea's a fool if she thinks one tough bodyguard can turn her luck around. I will never let them live in peace.
Thane, I want to find a job. I can't just stay in the apartment all day, living off your paycheck. I want to help with the expenses.
I can take care of you. You don't need to work so hard.
But I don't want to be a burden. The problem is, the Ashfords and the Vances have too much power in Manhattan. If they find out I'm job hunting, they'll block me at every turn. I might not even be able to get hired.
What if you applied for a maid position at the estate?
You mean the Sterling estate?
Yeah, it's my boss's private property. Cliff and Sally would never dare touch you there.
But would the owners of a top-layer dynasty be impossible to work for?
Don't worry, the owners are very gentle people. Plus, I'm in the group security department. I'll be around the estate all the time. No one will dare bully you.
Okay, I'll go try tomorrow.
Once Anthea is living at the estate long-term, I'll have plenty of time and the right opportunities to slowly reveal my real background. Finally, we can clear up this whole mess.
Welcome home, young master. Greetings to the madam.
Thane, what is going on?
Don't be alarmed, Anthea. The staff are rehearsing a welcoming ceremony. The head of the Sterling family is due for an inspection soon. Every time the patriarch returns, this is how they greet him. We just happened to walk in, so the butler used us as practice.
Oh, I see. Old money Manhattan is so meticulous, even coming home requires a ceremony.
Exactly. She clearly holds a deep prejudice against big capital. I'll have to slowly find the right moments to change her perspective bit by bit.
Miss Anthea, you've been working so hard. Here, try some of these fruits. They were just flown in. Thank you, but please, just call me Anthea. No need to be so formal. It's my pleasure. But as entry-level staff, are we really allowed to eat such expensive things? Won't the butler punish us? Don't worry. The Sterling family truly cares for their staff. The family trust has a dedicated employee welfare fund. All meals and benefits are top-notch. Everyone on the estate can enjoy them.
Anthea, you don't need to be so restrained here. Mr. Sterling established the rule. Treat every employee well and make this estate feel like home.
Oh, okay.
Young Master Thane, as you instructed, we will take excellent care of the madam.
Good. I'll see to it you all get a raise. Take good care of her, but under no circumstances reveal my identity.
Understood.
Mom, I've already flown across the Atlantic to New York. Since Sterling Group headquarters moved to Manhattan, I'll comb every inch of the Upper East Side if I have to. I'm not giving up.
Thane, you're my man. No matter how far away you are, I will find you.
This woman, judging by her tone, she's hunting some top-cleef billionaire in New York. Hi! That scarf is gorgeous. Last year's couture, right? Just arrived in New York?
Thanks. Yes.
Hi, I'm Sally Ashfield. I couldn't help but overhear you're looking for a CEO who just located to New York?
What's it to you?
Don't get me wrong. I know the Upper East Side and Manhattan's social network inside out. You're new in town. If you're willing, I can use my connections to help you find whoever you're looking for. I'm sure I can help. Ashford? Barely a fading old family clinging to the fringes of New York society. You've been scheming to get close to me since you sat down. Don't think I haven't noticed.
You just want to use me as a stepping stone to climb into the upper circles.
I don't have time to waste on people with ulterior motives. Ugh, acting like some old munnet aristocrat. The day you hit a wall in this city, you'll come crawling back to me for help. The butler specifically told us, whenever you see Miss Anthea, always be respectful. Don't ever treat her like an ordinary servant.
Is she from an old money family? Some kind of heiress?
I heard from the butler that she has a very close relationship with the estate owner. She might even become the lady of this mansion one day. So you're the one they call Anthea? Turn around. That face, built to seduce men. So this is how you got your hooks into Thane? You think this is some Cinderella fairy tale? Miss, please watch your tone. Who are you? I am the heiress of the Sinclair family of England, and the future lady of this estate. Look at this area you've cleaned. Dust everywhere. An incompetent servant like you has no place in the Sterling household. You're fired. Pack your things and get out. Now. I was hired under the Sterling family's contract. Per the terms, only estate owner has the authority to dismiss me. No one else has that right. You just wait. Once I marry Thane, I will use my authority as lady of the house to throw you out like garbage.
What's going on here?
Thane, I really don't like this new maid. She talked back to me and upset me.
Please, just fire her and get her out of here.
Freya, what are you doing in New York? On my estate?
I heard you finished your European business and flew straight here. Thane, I've missed you so much.
Freya, watch yourself. I made it perfectly clear that I rejected the Sinclair family's marriage proposal. There is no possibility between us.
But
you are not welcome at Sterling Estate. Leave. Now. Anthea, did she hurt you? Did she upset you?
I'm fine, but she introduced herself as the fiancé of this estate's owner.
Don't listen to her. The Sinclair family from England only has business dealings with the Sterling group. There is absolutely no marriage arrangement between the two families.
But Thane, why are you so worked up? She was talking about the head of the Sterling group, not you. A bodyguard. And besides, you're just a bodyguard. How could you dare to physically throw the chairman's guest out the front door?
Anthea, the thing is, Mr. Sterling is extremely private. I'm not just his bodyguard. I'm also fully in charge of this estate's security. The chairman gave strict orders. Absolutely no outsiders are allowed on the grounds. I was just strictly enforcing protocol.
All right then, I'll get back to work. You should too be diligent for your boss.
Way too close. Thank God I'm quick on my feet.
Sir, this constant costume change, pretending to be a regular guy, it's exhausting to watch.
Anthea has a deep-seated aversion to Wall Street's financial elite. To protect her, and to finish my plan of getting her to fully accept me, I have to see this act through to the end.
Mr. Thade! Isn't that old Mr. Sterling? What's he doing here? Shit!
My father has no idea we're pretending to be working class.
If he barges in, the secret our whole family's been keeping will be blown wide open!
Anthea once saw our whole family photo in my wallet. She'll recognize my father instantly. Damn it. My father flew back from London. I wasn't even informed. If they meet in the estate, this whole charade I've worked so hard to build is over. Wait in the car.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir. Welcome back to New York.
Bring me a pot of Earl Grey.
Yes, sir. This older gentleman, he looks exactly like Thane's father in that family photo. Excuse me, are you Mr. Geraldo, Thane's father?
That's right, it's me. And you're Anthea, aren't you? You look exactly like the photos Thad sent, even more beautiful in person.
It's wonderful to meet you, Mr. Geraldo. You look so well. Younger and more energetic than in the photos.
You're too kind. No need to be so formal with me. Since you and Thane are married, we're family.
No more mister, just call me Dad, the way Thane does.
Okay, Dad.
Tell the kitchen to prepare several nutritious dishes and bring them out. Anthea, you're far too thin. You must eat more, build up your strength.
Father, is it really okay for you to order the estate staff around like this? I mean, Thane is just a security guard here. If the real owners find out, it could cost him his job.
What's wrong with it? This is my estate. Giving orders to my own household staff is perfectly natural.
His estate?
Father, how can you just sit on the estate owner's sofa like that? Even if Mr. Sterling is away, you can't act so freely. If the head butler sees you overstepping, you'll lose your job as the chauffeur.
Sorry, I'm getting forgetful. Forgot the rules for a moment.
Anthea, I'm really sorry about that. My dad's been the chairman's personal driver for almost 30 years. The chairman barely sets foot in New York, he's always in London. So my dad's gotten a little too comfortable around here. He pretty much treats the estate like his own place.
Oh, I see.
Anthea, why don't you go on ahead? I need to take my father outside and remind him about a few driver protocols.
Explain this to me right now. What the hell is going on? You, the heir to the Sterling Empire, pretending to be some bankrupt security guard? Your mother, the esteemed Lady Caro, hiding as a kitchen helper? And now I'm supposed to be the chauffeur? And the rightful lady of this estate, our daughter-in-law, is in an apron dusting the living room as a housemaid?
Father, keep your voice down. I've hidden the truth from Anthea. I've made her believe the Sterling family is permanently occupied in Europe, which is why we can all work here.
You're insane. Why on earth would you do this?
Father, Anthea comes from a wealthy New York family. Not our league, but still an Endress. Her cold-hearted family hurt her deeply. So now, she despises rich people. If I tell her now that I'm the head of the Sterling Group, she'll just see me as another hypocritical capitalist. It'll create a huge rift, and she'll walk away without hesitation.
Thane, hiding the truth isn't the answer. In our world, the longer a lie goes on, the harder it is to fix. I played along with your act today. But if this blows up later and Anthea wants to leave you because of the lies, don't come crying to me for help. You made this mess, you'll deal with the consequences.
I understand, Father. I will find the right moment soon and tell her everything. I won't let her get hurt again.
You, kitchen, get me freshly baked French macarons and make sure the syrup tea is piping hot. And don't keep me waiting.
Miss Freya, this is the private estate of the Sterling Group, not a public social club. As a visitor, you have no authority to order the estate staff around.
Visitor, I am the heiress of the noble Sinclair family of England. Our two families have deep ties. I will marry Thane and become the lady of this estate. I'm merely exercising my future authority early. However, to my knowledge, there is no engagement between you and Thane, nor has the Sterling family ever publicly acknowledged one. Who do you think you are to talk back to a Sinclair alliance? My family has been tied to the Sterlers for over a decade. In London, on Wall Street, that's a world someone like you could never even dream of touching. Not in 100 lifetimes. Look at you. So cheap. A low-class woman like you has no business being anywhere near Thane. Miss Freya, please, be respectful. I am an hourly worker here. My relationship with the estate owner is strictly a legal employment arrangement, nothing more. Employment? Do I look blind? I've seen how Thane favors you. I came here today to order you to resign voluntarily. Leave this estate. For good. I'm sorry. I will not quit my job without cause. If you have a problem with me, please take it up with the butler. Ah! You clumsy idiot. You're so careless you can't even hold a glass of water without breaking estate property. What use are you? You did that on purpose. Here in Manhattan, with the Sinclair family's power, I can crush a bottom flitter like you anytime I please. This is what you get for stepping out of line. Know your place in Manhattan's class system. You are nothing but a low-level maid on this estate. Stop deluding yourself, reaching for a status you will never have. Stop right there. Clean up this broken glass on the floor right now. What if a shard cut someone? Let's see if you get fired for negligence.
You're completely unreasonable. I have never even met the owner of Sterling Estate since I started working
my
here.
apologies.
And I have absolutely no appropriate intentions
I meant to punish you.
towards Mr. Thane.
Still lying? I haven't forgotten how Thane personally stepped in to protect you last time. You're clearly covering up some kind of affair.
Stop!
Thane Sterling? What are you doing back here?
He's not the estate bodyguard?
Thane? Why are you dressed like that? You're the Sterling Group.
You've mistaken me for someone else. I'm just security here. Anthea.
Thane. Stop! You're ignoring me for a maid?
Who do you think you are?
That low-class bitch is deliberately seducing him. Nobody takes what's mine. I won't let her get away with this.
Does it still hurt? I'm sorry I was late.
They gave me anesthetic. It doesn't hurt anymore. But why did Freya call you the CEO of the Sterling Group? A British aristocrat like her wouldn't just mistake someone's identity.
Manhattan's crawling with Wall Street billionaires. I probably just look like the guy. She was worked up and confused me with someone else.
Yeah, I guess. How could you be him? You're just a bodyguard. But I've been working at the estate a while now and I've never even laid eyes on the actual CEO. He's probably arrogant, just like all those Vance Capital types.
You'll meet him one day, I promise. And he's not what you think. I'm sorry. I couldn't protect you today.
It's not your fault. This is all because of Freya's misunderstanding. Is she really engaged to the estate owner?
I swear, Freya Sinclair has absolutely no marriage arrangement with the Sterling family. There is only one woman who will ever be the Lady of Sterling, and that is... Shit, I almost said it.
Thane, you're not the CEO. Why are you making such a serious vow on his behalf?
Anthea, I know you despise the Upper East Side and Wall Street wealth. But if I had money, serious money, would you push me away too?
Thane, honestly, that kind of money is a bottomless hole. It turns people greedy until they don't even recognize themselves anymore. I'm scared. If you got rich, if you stopped being just a regular security guard, would you change? Would you turn into the kind of person I hate most?
Anthea, you can't let the past trap you forever. If you let go of that prejudice, you might see something different. Money isn't good or evil. It can corrupt, sure, but it can also protect the people you love. A person's character isn't defined by their wealth or their poverty. It's defined by their principles.
Defined by principles, not money.
So tell me, in your eyes, what kind of man am I?
You're a good man. Even on a small paycheck, you've stayed kind. You take care of me, you protect me.
Anthea, do you feel that? Whether I stay some broke guy in a tiny apartment or end up with a fortune, this heart and how it feels about you, that will never change. The truth is, there are things I've kept from you, lies I've told, but that day I showed up on that old bicycle to bring you home, that was the best decision I ever made.
Anthea, you pathetic little maid, daring to take what's mine. Thane was destined for the Sinclair family, and I will never ever let you get your hands on him. Let's see how long you can keep this up. An outcast with nothing, not even your own family behind you. I'll make every single day a living hell for you, and I won't rest until you're ruined.
Isn't that the aristocratic princess fresh from London? And she despises Anthea just as much as I do? Seems their conflict runs deep. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. If I can team up with Miss Sinclair to take down Anthea, she's finished.
What a coincidence, Miss Sinclair, isn't it? Fancy running into you here. We met at that cafe. You're the Ashford girl, the one trying to get close to me. Yes, I'm flattered you remember. Did I just overhear you mention Anthea?
You know her? What's your connection?
She's my sister, though it's nothing to be proud of. If you're her sister, you're probably just as vulgar.
I'm not interested. Goodbye.
Wait! You've got it all wrong. I hate her. I want her gone, completely.
Oh, your own sister? Interesting. Go on. Why?
She's not a real socialite. She grew up on a farm in Texas. It's baked into her. She has zero class, zero grace. She humiliates our family at every high society event.
That explains it. I knew she looked cheap, farm trash.
She's always been jealous of me. Ever since we were kids. Anything I wanted, anything I loved, she'd scheme to take it. She'll do anything for attention, just as I suspected. A woman like that doesn't end up at the estate by accident. She's there to sink her claws into Thane.
There's more. She's already married.
She's married? To whom? She's married and still chasing my man?
Her husband's name is Thane, a broke security guard.
You're telling me she's Thane's wife? Don't let the name freak you out, darling. It's just a coincidence. A coincidence? The Thane she married is a lowy security guard at the estate. Same name as the Sterling CEO, sure, and people have laughed about it. But a minimum wage guard dog versus a billionaire titan? Come on, how could they possibly be the same man? Of course, some farm girl from nowhere connected to the Sterling family, ridiculous. So she's just a guard dog's wife. We both want the same thing. I know Anthea's weak spots better than anyone, but she's locked up tight in that estate. I can't touch her. You, though, you're nobility. You can come and go as you please. We'd be unstoppable together. Why would I help you? What do I get out of this? Once you secure your place as the Sterling family bride, the Ashford family and the Vance family will throw our full support behind you. Top-tier Manhattan business connections, social networks, all at your disposal. We'll cement your position in the elite circle.
Deal. This is unbearable. I spent decades perfecting high society life. Now I'm playing kitchen help every day, and then I can't even tell rosemary from parsley. I've had it.
Don't complain to me. At least you're not in the garage pretending to wash cars. I'm running cross-border mergers by day and playing chauffeur by night. I'm developing a split personality. I want to tell her. You've seen how she reacts to the wealthy. If the truth comes out, she'll think I've been playing her this whole time. And she'll walk away without looking back. And whose brilliant idea was this hidden identity test anyway? Now we're all stuck in this ridiculous charade.
Enough. Stop blaming him. The question is what we do now. That girl is pure gold. If we lose her as a daughter-in-law, are you going to take responsibility?
Yes, butler. I'll have the ingredients ready right away.
Anthea, you're back. Put those down. Don't wear yourself out. Go sit and rest.
It's fine, Mom. I'm just doing my part. You don't need to fuss over me.
Anthea, I need to tell you something.
Come on. Let's go check on the back garden.
What did you want to say? You seem really tense.
Anthea, that little house we live in, it's not really my home. It's just temporary quarters the estate arranged.
I know. Don't stress about it. I figured the estate owner provided it as a courtesy for his staff. I know you're working hard to make ends meet. Don't worry. If we bat it, we'll save up and buy our own little place in New York someday. A real home. Just for us.
Anthea, that's not it. I already own property.
What?
Anthea, this estate. This is my home.
You're saying this is your house? Then you're talking about.
I meant my old home, the one next to the estate, in the old neighborhood on the east side. It's a small apartment, about 800 square feet. My parents have lived there for years. I didn't tell you before because I was afraid you'd think it was too shabby, that I wasn't good enough for you.
You silly man. If it's your own place, no matter the size, I'm happy for you. But that's still your parents' home. We need to keep working hard, save up, and buy a place that's truly ours. Something we build together, that's what matters, right?
Yeah. Together. I'm sorry, Anthea. I still couldn't do it. I'm terrified of what you'd think if you knew the truth. I can't lose you.
I don't care about fancy mansions. A little apartment with you in it, that's the warmest home I could ask for. Come on, let's go back to our place.
Whatever you say.
Anthea, sorry, my stomach's acting up. Can you watch over the pruning for a moment? I need the restroom. Anthea!
Freya, what brings you here?
Drop the act. I know everything. You're already married, and yet you still have the audacity to linger around here trying to seduce the head of the Sterling family. You have no shame, no decency whatsoever.
I've never done anything inappropriate. I'm just doing my job. Don't slander me with base-actless accusations.
Just doing your job? Then what did I see with my own eyes last time you and him wrapped around each other in the hallway? Did my eyes deceive me?
What? Who are you talking about?
Anthea, stop lying. I saw you and Thane, in the hallway. You're throwing yourself at Thane Sterling, the head of the Sterling family.
Why do you keep accusing me of chasing the Sterling CEO? The man who's been protecting me is Thane. What's that have to do with the Sterling heir? Don't play dumb. Sally told me everything. You couldn't stand being married to a bodyguard, so you used your job here to chase the CEO. Delusional fantasies. My marriage with Thane is solid. He may be a regular employee, but he treats me with sincerity and devotion. That respect and love is worth more than any fortune or status. I don't owe anyone an apology for my choices. Precious? Please. Thane's FedEx salary couldn't cover one pair of my shoes. You narrow-minded farm girl, you're just fooling yourself. Mock my status all you want, but at least show some decency. I have zero romantic interest in the Sterling CEO. My conscience is clear. A clear conscience? Your cheap background and Volviger's status make you fit only for low-life trash like that security guard. I'm ordering you, get away from Thane, now. Stop dirtying him with your filthy hands. So that's your real goal, isn't it? Are you targeting me or just defending your so-called aristocratic dignity?
I don't care about any of that. Pack your pathetic bags and get out of Sternstein right now!
I'm not leaving. If I run, I'll only make your baseless accusations look true. I've done nothing wrong. I won't back down because of your slander.
How dare you ignore me?
I was just...
Freya?
Isn't that the Sinclair heir who's been chasing my son all over London? What's she doing all the way in New York? I need to help Anthea, right now. Did I imagine that? No. If I walk out there, Freya will recognize me instantly as Lady Sterling. The moment she butters out my identity, our whole family's cover is blown. How would I ever explain this to Anthea?
Miss, what's going on here? Let's talk about this calmly.
And who the hell are you? Crawled out of some trailer park? This is none of your business.
I'm Anthea's mother-in-law.
Oh, so you're the bodyguard's mother. Look at you, dressed like a bargain bin, reeking of cheap dish soap. What did you lowlifes do? Sneak onto this private estate on food stamps?
Old woman, I bet you have no idea what your precious daughter-in-law's been up to. She took this maid job deliberately to seduce the CEO of the Sterling Group. Behind your useless son's back, she throws herself at the real owner of the state every single day. Your pathetic security guard son is guarding some apartment in Brooklyn, completely clueless.
Freya, shut up! Don't you dare twist my feelings for Thane. I've never tried to seduce anyone.
This is all Thane's fault, hiding his identity like this. If he'd just come clean with it, Anthea, from the start, my precious daughter-in-law wouldn't have to suffer this abuse and humiliation.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Look at you, guilty as sin. Clearly your family doesn't just tolerate this tramp's behavior. You're just as trashy as she is. Low lokes, all of you. Not an ounce of dignity. Enough! Freya, you can come at me all you want, but you will not use filthy words to insult my family. She is an elder. Your so-called aristocratic arrogance is disgusting. You will apologize to my mother-in-law right now.
Apologize? You want a Sinclair heiress to bow to some low-born hag?
Anthea, you've lost your mind. Where I come from, we don't grovel to garbage like you.
If the Sinclair family never taught you manners, then allow me to teach you myself.
Stop! Keep that mask on. Who knows what disgusting diseases you people are carrying? Don't infect me.
No, the Sterling Group still has a key partnership with the Sinclair family. If I reveal myself now, it'll wreck the deal. Fine, I'll swallow this for now and see just how vile this woman can get.
Listen closely. Only someone of the Sinclair family's supreme bloodline and status is worthy of thank. This estate, the entire Sterling Empire, it will all be mine. If you know what's good for you, take your useless son, your low-life garden-in-law, and get the hell out of my estate. Don't make me use my lawyers and connections to erase you from North America entirely.
In your dreams, let me make this crystal clear so you remember it. As long as I'm breathing, you will not set foot in this family. You, the lady of the Sterling household, over my dead body.
You? What power do you have? Your servant son can't protect anyone. This is laughable.
You call yourself an educated, high-born lady, yet your words and mechanisms are crude, vile, and utterly classless. Is this how the Sinclair family raised you?
What's all this commotion? What's going on?
Why are you wearing a mask too?
I caught a chill in the garage last night. Anthea's been exhausted lately. Her immune system's weak. I don't want her getting sick.
Talk.
Sir, Miss Freya's at the estate again. She's publicly harassing Madame Anthea and your parents.
Sir, where are you going? The transnational executive video conf starts in 10 minutes. The board directors are already waiting.
Tell the secretary the meeting's postponed. But this merger is worth forget the money. I will not allow my wife to suffer one more second of abuse in my own home. Bring the car around. Now.
What a pathetic gathering. Look at this family. A washed-up driver, a kitchen hag, and a bargain box maid. You're like cockroaches crawling out of a Brooklyn sewer reeking of cheap. Freya, that's enough. I've been patient. I've been polite. But I draw the line right here. You will not keep pushing and humiliating my family and my elders. Respect? You think you deserve respect? Let me be brutally honest. Once Thane and I walk down the aisle, I become the sole lady of Sterling Estate. And the first thing I'll do is throw you, your bodyguard, and these two fossils off Long Island for good. Sweep away the trash.
Young lady, the Sterlings have lasted on Wall Street for decades because we follow the rules and stick to our morals. If you abuse your privilege, act recklessly, and look down on everyone, you'll destroy our family's century-long reputation.
Rules? When it comes to the Sinclair family's power, my word is the only rule.
Pathetic. Who knew the esteemed Sinclair family would produce such a brainless, arrogant fool? I'm calling legal right now. That merger deal, it's done.
You have 10 seconds to get this property. Leave now or I'll have Sika drag you out by force.
This is private property of the Sterling Group. What gives an outsider like you the right?
Security! Somebody get these people out of here now!
Anyone lays a finger on them, and they'll answer to me.
Freya, what did you just say? You were going to have security take my parents where?
Your parents? Thane, you can't be serious. They're not...
Chairman Gerardo? Lady Kara?
Anthea! Anthea, wake up!
Oh, God! What's wrong with her? Call the family doctor!
No time. Get the car now! Manhattan's best private hospital. Go!
Freya, face reality. Thane has only ever loved one woman, Anthea. The Sterling family will never, ever accept you in this house.
Freya, I'm ordering legal to immediately review every partnership between the Sterling Group and the Sinclair family. After this disgraceful display, your family's reputation is shattered in my eyes.
Mr. Geraldo, please let me explain. I was only...
Anthea always been healthy. How did she suddenly collapse?
This is my fault. That Sinclair woman got me so fear-free, I didn't watch over Anthea properly.
I've been buried in work, neglecting her. I left her alone to face all that abuse. She's been carrying so much stress and pain alone. This is on me. Doctor, how's my wife? Is it serious?
Whatever it costs, use the best medical resources available. Just save her.
Mr. and Mrs. Sterling, please don't worry. Mrs. Anthea Sterling is not ill. The fainting was simply caused by extreme emotional stress. And congratulations are in order. Anthea is 5 weeks pregnant.
What did you say? I'm going to be a father?
Is this real?
Yes! Wonderful!
Mr. Sterling, Mrs. Anthea has a naturally delicate competition. The repeated emotional upheaval and external pressure caused her collapse. The good news, both mother and baby are perfectly fine. 2 days of observation in the VIP vault and she can go home.
You fool! She's carrying your child and you, by her side every day, didn't notice? We got lucky this time. If anything had happened to her or the baby, I would never forgive you.
This is the 4th generation heir the Sterling family has been waiting for. Our most precious treasure. No more mistakes. None! I'm declaring it now. All this absurd plagium stops today. No more making a pregnant woman work as a maid. Thane, you come clean to her. Today. End this charade for good.
I understand. Whatever anger she has, whatever punishment she gives me, I'll take it all. Not a single excuse.
Thane, what happened to me? I remember being in the garden, then everything went black.
Anthea, you're pregnant. We're having a baby.
Pregnant?
Yes. The doctor says you need rest and peace. From now on, every burden, I'll carry it. I'm sorry. There's something critical I need to tell you, and I need to apologize.
What is it?
I'm not some estate security guard. My parents aren't a chauffeur and a kitchen helper. I am the owner of that estate. The man you've met, the head of the Sterling Group, Thane Sterling.
That's not funny.
Anthea, look into my eyes. I am not joking.
I know I've been exhausted lately. Collapsing in the garden must have scared you to death. I'll follow the doctor's orders and rest, I promise. You don't need to make up some wild story about being a billionaire just to give me an excuse to rest easy.
Anthea, every word is true. That estate is my property. You never have to earn an hour wage again. You just need to be the lady of the Sterling family, safe, cared for, at peace.
If you're really some $100 billion tycoon, then there are way too many holes in this story.
What do you mean?
First, at the hotel gala, why did Executive Bartlett tell everyone you were just the CEO's senior bodyguard? Second, at the estate, when all the butlers and maids lined up and bowed, you told me it was a welcoming rehearsal. If you're the real owner, how could they not recognize you?
Damn it. Every ridiculous lie I spun to keep my cover. Now, every single one of them is coming back to bite me. I can't even explain my way out of this.
Thane, listen to me. I've never envied the money and luxury of the Upper East Side. Our little apartment, it may be small and simple, but it's filled with honesty and love. That's more than enough for me. It's warm. It's safe. A child raised in a home overflowing with love and companionship. That child will have a truly happy life. I don't need anything else.
Words don't mean a thing right now. But I promise you, I'll prove everything with my actions. Everything I am, everything I have, the best life I can offer, and every bit of my love and devotion. I'll give it all to you and our child. No holding back. I swear it.
Hey, Freya! So how did it go at Sterling Estate yesterday? Did you publicly humiliate that delusional bitch Anthea? Is she packing her pathetic bags and crawling out of the estate yet?
Sally! You vicious, idiotic bitch!
Frady? What the hell? Who are you?
You set me up. Do you have any idea who you made me offend? Don't ever call me again. Go to hell!
What the hell happened? This makes no sense. Anthea must have pulled some dirty trick. If Frey is too stupid to finish the job, fine. I'll tear Anthea's mask off myself.
Well, Anthea. I heard you collapsed and got rushed to the hospital. Made life not treating you so well, huh? Some people are just born to work themselves to the bone. Can't even handle that.
Sally, people who are actually happy in Manhattan don't waste their time coming to a hospital just to gloat over a patient. That desperate, bitter look on your face, it's honestly sad.
What nonsense! I'm the rightful lady of the Vance family. I have Wall Street wealth and luxury at my feet. My life is perfect. Could I possibly have to be sad about?
Cliff's affairs are all over the New York Post gossip panels. Just like a pregnant strip up at Vance Group headquarters causing a scene, it's been the talk of every elite circle in Manhattan. You didn't know?
Shut up! That's just trash trying to extort us. Listen to me. I'm about to represent the Vance family in securing an exclusive partnership with Wall Street's top dynasty, the Sterling Group.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. Once that deal is signed, my position in Manhattan high society will be untouchable. I was born to keep you beneath my heel. You are nothing but an insignificant little bug. You will never, ever stand on my level.
Did you hear? A Wall Street titan just came into the hospital today. The whole street's buzzing about it.
Who? That big of a deal? The head of the Sterling Group, just back in the country. Every old money family in New York is lining up to kiss his ring. The hospital board chairman's hosting him in the top floor office right now. The Sterling CEO is here in this hospital? This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. If I can engineer a meeting, with my looks and charm, I'll definitely catch his attention.
Mr. Sterling, rest assured, we will take excellent care of your wife.
Mr. Sterling, hello. Oh, it's you. The annoying bodyguard. Right, I forgot. Your wife, Anthea, happens to be in this hospital. No wonder you're lurking around. What, keeping watch? Afraid she's off seducing other men? You two really are perfect for each other.
Eating cheap hot dogs on the street, shopping at discount bins, living like sewer rats in that pathetic little life. I just don't get it. What gives Anthea that arrogance? What gives her the audacity to look down at me?
What gives her that? Maybe the fact that her husband doesn't drag humiliating scandals all over Wall Street, making himself the punchline of every joke?
Shut your mouth! You don't get to talk about Cliff!
Cliff's infidelities are public record. A pregnant stripper at Vance headquarters. The entire city knows. And yet you, utterly unbothered, still find time to stand in a hospital hallway like a bitter woman judging our marriage. Is your superiority really built on self-delusion?
Shut up! Who the hell do you think you are? A guard dog cowering on an estate? You have no right to judge my life! The way you're talking right now makes me want to claw that face off! You just wait. Once I meet the Sterling CEO and leverage my connections to sign our exclusive deal, the very first condition I'll demand is that he throws you out on the street. I'll make sure you never work in New York again. Not a decent job, not even picking trash off the sidewalk. You'll be on your knees begging!
Sally, let me be perfectly clear. You and the entire Vance family will never have any partnership with the Sterling Group. Not now, not ever.
What gives you the right? Who do you think you are? You're a guard dog at Sterling Estate. The CEO isn't here, so you think you can throw your weight around and threaten me? I'm telling you, Thane, once I sign that deal with the Sterling CEO, the first thing I'll demand is your termination. Then you and that bitch Anthea can cry in each other's arms in some Brooklyn gutter.
Security. Sir.
Oh, look. Hired muscle. What is this, Thane? A movie set? Put on a suit and suddenly you're somebody?
Remove this screaming lunatic from the building. Don't let her disturb my wife's recovery.
Yes, sir.
Get your hands off me! Do you know who I am? I'm the lady of the Vance family. You touch me and I'll bury you.
Anthea, the latest results are in. The doctor confirms you and the baby are both perfectly healthy. You can be discharged this afternoon.
Finally, hospitals make me feel so trapped. I've been wanting to go back to our apartment.
Anthea, after you're discharged, will you come with me somewhere first?
Where?
It's a place that means everything to me.
Okay. If it's that important to you, I'll go.
After today, I'm done with every disguise. I'm bringing Anthea home as the rightful lady of the Sterling family. All the pain, all the tears she suffered because of my lies, I'll spend the rest of my life making it up to her. Nothing but love.
My sweet thing, it's been way too long. Damn reporters blew everything up. Can't sneak out to see you lately.
Sally, ever heard of knocking? This is Vance Group, not your damn walk-in closet.
Cliff, forget the nonsense. We have a disaster. The head of the Sterling Group,
What did you say?
I just got word. The head of the Sterling Group is hosting an exclusive gala in Manhattan. Every elite player on Wall Street is invited. And according to inside sources, the CEO is going to drop a major announcement at the event.
A private gala hosted by the Sterling CEO? This is our shot. Vance Capital's ticket to locking in a global partnership with the Big Mings.
Don't celebrate yet. The Ashford family and your precious Vance family, neither one made the guest list. We weren't invited.
That's impossible. With our standing in Manhattan, how could the Sterling family overlook us? It's Thane.
The doorman bodyguard?
Yes, it has to be him, working behind the scenes. He handles security and logistics at Sterling Estate. He's using his pathetic little authority to block our invitations, lock us out. This is payback for how we treated him at that last gala. Pure revenge.
Of course it's him! That piece of bottom-feeding trash. How dare he move against us?
That worthless lowlife. I'll destroy him!
There's no time to deal with that broke bodyguard. Without an invitation, we can't even get through the doors. Forget about meeting the Sterling CEO or closing any deals.
If he wants to block our path, then to deal with the rules.
You have a plan?
Relax. I already figured this out. Invitation or no invitation, I will meet this mysterious Sterling CEO. Obviously! If the front door won't open, we go through the black market. I don't care what it costs. Get me 2 invitations to that Sterling gala.
Are you insane? An invitation to a dynasty gala like that? The black market price is in the millions per ticket.
You don't get it. If you're not willing to spend, you'll never break into Wall Street's inner circle. Once we get in with the Sterling CEO tonight, this upfront cost is pocket money. We'll make it back 100 times over.
Fine. I'll make the arrangements. Cliff, tonight you better behave yourself. No flirting, no messing around with trashy women. If I catch you cheating again, I will make you pay.
Yeah. Just get it done. Hey, sweetheart. After the gala tonight, usual spot.
Thane, I'm just your +1. Why am I dressed like this?
Relax. You're dressed exactly as you should be. Because tonight, you're not a +1. You're the center of this entire event. Anthea, wait here for a moment.
Okay.
Now who's that? That figure, that presence. I've never seen a woman that stunning. Some European aristocrat's daughter?
Let me see who you're drooling over.
Anthea? Anthea, you low-class maid?
What's this? Rented a couture gown and now you're playing socialite? How did trash like you even sneak into a Sterling Dynasty gala? That's none of your business. Oh, I get it. You got all dolled up to throw yourself at some wealthy men, didn't you? Here to seduce your way up the ladder again? You're disgusting. I'm here with Thane. Nothing more, nothing less.
Here with Thane? This is the Sterling family's premier Manhattan gala. You don't belong here. Just standing where you are drags the whole event down.
I'd love to know, with Sterling security so tight, how exactly did you worm your way in? See this? It's invitation. Do you have one? No, I don't.
No invitation? Then you're nothing but a gate crosser. What did you do? Climb through the kitchen? Slip past security?
This cheap rental? Secondhand again? You really think you can pass yourself off as high society in that? It's pathetic. Time I show everyone what you really are.
Easy now. We're surrounded by high society. Let's not make a scene. Wow. This knockoff fabric is surprisingly convincing. Looks like Thane, that minimum wage security guard, actually splurged for once.
Don't touch me. Caught in the act and trying to run?
Let go!
Who the hell do you think you are putting your hands on her? Lay a finger on my wife again and you're finished in this city. You're a low-level security guard. Stop pretending. I'm the heir to the Vance family.
The Vance family? At my gala, that name means nothing. You spent a fortune on black market tickets to crash my event, and now you stand here, in my face, challenging me? The irony is almost laughable.
What? Your event?
Have you been playing security guard so long you've actually lost your mind? So what if you happen to share a name with the mysterious CEO? You're not fit to lick his boots. A bottom feeler like you, compared to Wall Street royalty? Delusional.
Anthea, I actually pity you. Married to a broke liar who can't stop spinning fairy tales. I'd crawl under a rock from shame.
You've never met Sterling in person, so tell me, what makes you so certain I'm not him?
We don't need to meet him. All of New York knows who you are. On your wedding day, you showed up on a rusty bicycle. You live in some freezing dump in Brooklyn without heat. Your entire family works menial jobs at Sterling Estate. You're a bodyguard, your father's a chauffeur, your mother's a kitchen hand. We've seen it with our own eyes and you still want to deny it?
Exactly. Getting caught in a lie hurts, doesn't it? Go on, keep spinning your story. Let's see you talk your way out of this one.
Thane, I'm fine. You don't need to make up stories for my sake. If people find out, we'll both be thrown out. Maybe they'll hurt you. I don't want that.
It's okay, Anthea. Trust me.
Still keeping up the act? I'm dying to see how you're going to keep this lie alive.
I don't owe you an explanation.
What you need to know is this. This entire gala, this entire estate is mine to command. Now take your ignorance and get the hell off my property.
You sure you want to throw me out? Take a good look. I have a legitimate invitation. I'm an honored guest tonight. You're just a doorman. Don't you dare order me around.
What are you doing?
There. Now you've officially lost your entry permitteds. Security! Escort these two out, now. You bastard! That invitation cost me $5 million! I'll kill you!
Those are the three titans who control Manhattan, even all of North America's economy. The heads of the Morgan family, the Rockefeller family, and the DuPont family. Here, together?
Chairman Sterling, good evening.
No, this can't be. That lowly security guard I've mocked and humiliated over and over is really the head of the Sterling Empire?
Chairman Sterling, so young and yet so accomplished, not just the pride of Wall Street, but with looks to match. Half the heirlesses in Manhattan have their eyes on you.
Mr. Morgan, you're too kind, but I'm already taken. This is my wife, Anthea.
Ah, of course. The chairman and his lady. A perfect match, truly.
Thane, you really are the CEO? Then Geraldo and Caro? All that pretending at the estate? Why?
Anthea, I'm sorry. You always hated the wealthy. I was terrified that the gap in our status, the way people would look at you, that you'd feel pressured and pull away from me. So I hid who I was. I stayed by your side as an ordinary security guard, protecting you quietly. My parents went along with the act willingly. Don't blame them. It was all my doing.
You, all of you.
I tried to tell you so many times, but the moment was never right. Tonight, this gala, I planned it all for you. I wanted this night to formally introduce my wife to all of North America's business circles. Anthea, can you forgive me for hiding the truth for so long? I'm sorry, Anthea. I never meant to deceive you. Please, for the sake of my love for you, for the sake of our child, can you forgive me?
I forgive you, Thane. But from now on, no more lies.
I promise. Never again.
How did it come to this? I chose wrong again? I thought marrying into the Vance family would crush her under my heel. Why did I choose wrong again?
Cliff, Sally, you have repeatedly insulted, humiliated, and attacked my wife. As long as the Sterling Group stands on Wall Street, the Vance family and the Ashford family will never rise again in North American business. I will cut off every source of your funding. You will lose everything. No, this can't be happening! Sterling, listen to me. We can talk. I'll give you shares. I'll put Vance under Sterling. Just don't destroy us. Don't touch my money. I can't go bankrupt. I can't lose all of this.
Thane, no, Mr. Sterling, I was wrong. I was so stupid. I didn't know who you really were. Please let me off this once. I'll get on my knees and apologize to Anthea right now. I'll do anything you want. Just don't leave me with nothing.
This is all your fault. If you hadn't been whisked poison in my ear every single day, how would I have ever crossed him? You destroyed me. You cursed Jinx. You ruined everything.
You worthless piece of trash. You chased power and women with your own greedy hands. Now you want to pin it all on me? Like you're some prize? You're nothing but a bootlicker on a leash. And you, Thane, you demon, you'll get what's coming to him. You and Anthea, you self-righteous bastard, you'll end up worse than me someday.
Come, my love. Our night is just beginning.
The Vance family still won't help us?
Cliff's broke. The Sterling Group is squeezing them from every angle. The Vance family's already bankrupt. He's frozen every credit card under Sally's name. You think he gives a damn about us?
The phone won't stop ringing. Those are debt cluckers. They said if we don't come up with the money by tomorrow, they're throwing us onto the street. Then scream back at them. The Ashford family has stood in Manhattan for over weather storms before. Are we supposed to be scared to death by a few low-life loan sharks?
A century-old dynasty? Mother, are you still dreaming? Wake up, we have left. Father's remortgaged this estate 3 times over. We can't even pay next month's electric bill.
Sally, could you go beg Anthea? Go to her on your knees.
What?
She's the reigning lady of the Sterling family now. If she just shows a sliver of mercy, the slightest bit of generosity from her fingertips, our crisis is over. You're flesh and blood after all.
Flesh and blood? Father, have you lost your mind or are you pretending? You stood and threw her out like garbage. We all did. We humiliated her in front of everyone, stomped her into the dirt. What makes you think the Anthea we tortured would ever look back and pity us? Wake up! We cut off our only lifeline with our own hands. This family is finished. Back then, at the wedding, choosing those bouquets, I thought if I grabbed hers, I'd grab all the riches in the world. I pushed her into hell and thought I was climbing to heaven. And what happened? I chose wrong. Again, I'm the real joke.
He's holding my finger.
A grip that tight, he's going to be stubborn just like you.
Thank you, Auntie, for everything. For giving me all of this.
Where's my grandson?
Kara, slow down. You'll trip.
Oh, dear God. He's absolutely perfect.
Looks just like Thane as a baby.
Father, didn't you always say I wasn't as good looking as you were?
When did I ever...
Well, this child is certainly better looking than both of us.
Mom, sit down first. Take your time.
Little Stelling, do you have any idea how long your grandparents have been waiting for you?
A lifetime. What's wrong? Is he hungry? Is he cold?
Father, he just hiccuped.
Anthea, we're finally happy. Finally together.
And no one's ever going to bother us again.